Today we're going to be talking about the basics of geometry, and we're going to start with geometry definitions and symbols. A ray has one endpoint and extends infinitely in one direction. So here, this point A is our endpoint, and it extends infinitely. This is why it's got an arrow on the end in one direction. It goes right through this point B. And here's the symbol for a ray. We pick the endpoint and another point on the ray, and then put this symbol of an arrow going in one direction over the top. An angle is the union of two rays with a common endpoint, called the vertex. So what we've done in this picture is we've taken two rays, and they're attached at this point Y. Now, the symbol we use for an angle is this little, I like to think of it as an L that's kind of bent over. This is an angle symbol that I'm circling right here. I'll erase that so then you won't see that in your final copy. But it's angle XYZ or angle ZYX. Those would be the ways you could name that angle. The vertex must be the middle letter, and X and Z are points on the rays. The vertex to Y must be the middle letter. A line is a straight set of points that extends into infinity in both directions. So here we have this line. Notice I have arrows on both ends, so it extends in both directions. It goes on and on forever. And points T and V are just points on the line. And to the right of that picture is the symbol. We pick 2 points on the line and then really make a small line up above it. It's a line that's got, or a segment that's got an arrow on each end of it. A line segment includes 2 points on a line and all the points between those points. So in other words, here we've got these 2 points, endpoints A and B, and everything in between. The symbol is found by using those endpoints and then just making the segment over the top. There's no arrow involved in the symbol. Moving on to the next page. A plane is a flat surface that stretches into infinity. Now this is really hard to draw. The way to think of it is think of a piece of paper that goes on and on and on and on forever. And this is how we can represent a plane, is with this picture. You usually put a point on the plane, so we could call it plane N. But this is how we represent it. A polygon is a closed plane figure. Now, when I say plane figure, I'm talking about 2 dimensions. A 2-dimensional figure. So let's just add that to our outline. So 2-dimensional is what we're talking about. And it's made up of several line segments that are joined together. So I'll just make a rough sketch here. They don't all have to be the same length, but several line segments that are joined together. Now, let me show you something that's not a polygon. This is a polygon that I've drawn. If you want to see something that is not a polygon, remember what I've written up here is a polygon. Something, say, that's left open, like that, and isn't connected in any way, or something like this. That is not a polygon. It has to be closed. Something like this figure that I've just drawn up here. And we can't have sides crossing. Now here are the different types of polygons. A triangle has 3 sides. A quadrilateral has 4 sides. A pentagon has 5 sides, a hexagon has 6 sides, a heptagon 7 sides, octagon 8 sides, a nonagon 9 sides, and a decagon 10 sides. And I've just drawn a couple examples of particular polygons. Here is a pentagon with 5 sides and a hexagon which has 6 sides. So just to give you some examples. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me.